Oh, is it going? It is going. Right. Well, it's going, but it's not very well illuminated. This is just a test. Just a test. Well, I sent a little text note to the historian guy, who likes to fancy himself as the historian guy. And you know what? He's the historian guy. He's cool. He rocks, man. And because I love the historian folk, because I get to be their children. I get to be the student, and then they get to be the teacher, and I get to be the student, and I dig what they have to say. I dig what they have to say. Now I've been looking back at some of my videos and stuff, and also back in my life and stuff, and I'm starting to kind of cop to the idea that I get to be the historian. Because I'm not those guys they're professional storytellers, and God bless them. I mean, God bless them. However, I get to be one of these guys that I get to live it. I get to actually live it. World War II isn't something that I read about in the history books. World War II is something that yeah, it sounds pretentious and arrogant for me to say that I lived through, because I didn't live through it. World War II ended 17 years before I was born. However, World War II is something that we live through today. It's not old school bullshit. It's not old school bullshit. It's it is vital that we understand and we cop to. I say the old school seventies term, cop to. We cop to. Right. We cop to. All right. Do you understand how huge it was? How fucking huge it was? I mean, how fucking huge it was? When you listen to Ronald Reagan speak, Ronald Reagan is speaking the bombs may have stopped falling in 1945, but Ronald Reagan is speaking from the pulpit of one who was living during World War II. Dig it. Understand that. Understand what I'm saying. Ronald Reagan was a participant in World War II. They say, well, the Cold War and everything. A couple of things I have to say about the Cold War. First of all, it wasn't cold, and second of all, the Cold War, which was Ronald Reagan's war, it gets so complex. It's a product of the Western Allies not to finish World War II. In other words, Russia, 500 years from now, they're not going to look at World War II as saying it ended in 45. They're going to say, well, World War II, yeah, they say it kind of ended roughly, in 1999, and into or actually whatever. World War II takes place today.